Video review of the Nerf Rebelle Sweet Revenge. Included is the blaster itself, 5 colored elite darts, a small holster, little safety glasses, and some paperwork including the instructions. Oh my gosh, I look fabulous! As usual, I'll go over the external stuff, show you it firing, and then give you my opinion. Starting with the front, it is a front-loading turret-fed blaster, so you push in the darts like that, very straightforward. This orange thing, while it does appear to stabilize the barrels, it doesn't move or have any function for manipulation. Up top is a tactical rail for optics or anything you want to attach. The trigger is very smooth. It's you can't really mess up a spring trigger. Well, Busby can, but Hasbro usually doesn't. But it's smooth, and the little finger hole is nicely sized. Up top is the hammer. This is how you prime the blaster. You pull down, and that's ready to go, and then you fire. The hammer is cool because you can operate this blaster with one hand, and then have two and dual wield if you'd like, or just have one and have a flag in this hand, or do something else with this hand. The action of actually priming is very smooth. I'm very satisfied with it. They could have messed that up pretty easily, but it feels well lubricated, low friction. The grip appears to be a little unorthodox, and it feels a little weird. It's because it sort of fits like a revolver instead of a magazine-fed pistol. So it lurches forward a little bit, so it feels different, but it's not any more or less comfortable. It is oversized and comfortable for a very large hand, but it's friendly to small hands as well. And then there's also a lanyard mount if you want to attach something. Now going over the included holster. It has a few dart holders up front here if you want to carry spares. And then in the rear there's a belt clip. This can go into pants, on top of a belt, or anything. You don't have to feed a belt through because it's not closed. And then the blaster falls in like that, and it's relatively stable in there. It is open and it doesn't look super stable, but I think they did it that way so you could see the pretty little decal on the side as a decorative accessory to your loadout. Unfortunately, I cannot recommend using this holster pretty much under any circumstances unless you just want to walk around with it. If you're actually playing, jogging, or even quickly walking, it's not stable enough to hold even something this light. This clip is extremely weak, very flimsy, and it moves around quite a lot on the belt because it doesn't clamp hard enough. So I'll show you the blaster firing. .66, duplicate 66, 70, 67, that's it, 65 feet per second. So performance is as expected. It fires along the same lines as all of the other elite blasters. The accuracy, range, all of that stuff is on par. Now getting to my opinion on the blaster. My opinion of the blaster is pretty high. My opinion, as I stated on the holster, is very low. I would not recommend this at all. But the blaster operates smoothly, the ranges are acceptable, and it's pretty compact for what it is. I don't think I'd recommend this over a hammer shot for any reason, because around me at least, you can get a hammer shot for a few bucks less because it doesn't come with this in the glasses. And since that's garbage, you don't really need to spend extra money, and I know a lot of people don't like this paint job. But I wouldn't say this is better or worse mechanically and objectively than the hammer shot. If you lack the confidence to wield a paint blaster, that's your decision, but to everybody else, I would recommend checking it out if you're interested in something like this. Honestly, there's no good reason to buy this over a hammer shot. That's not based on the color of it, but because it's a few extra dollars. But if you want this for their cosmetics or whatever, go for it. So my overall opinion's pretty high. That's my review. Thanks for watching. And obviously there's enough firepower here to last quite a while. But that's the Hyper Strike.